Collective, and welcome to an all signs reading. This is an energy update. Tomorrow is the beginning of Mercury Retrograde, full swing ahead. So I wanted to get just kind of where we're at, engage where we're at as a collective, as a group, a soul group of people. This is a general reading and will not resonate with every person. The energies can be reversed, so assign the roles as you please. They're interchangeable, so cross watchers, if you're watching, you could be like, hey, that sounds like me. It probably is. Just take the things that resonate with you. Everything else, just leave it behind. It's probably for someone else if it doesn't resonate with you. You can always get a personal reading from me if you need one. If it's more like specific that you need help with, that is in the description box down below. And the reason why I want to do this energy update is because I get really busy during the retrograde because there's so many different energies and there's even more playing out. Like we have a full moon tomorrow in Pisces. And so I kind of just want to see how all of that is playing together with every single one of us. If you like this reading and you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do like it when you hit the like button. It does help keep me motivated to do videos. So I appreciate that for those of you who do that. And let's get right into this. And I just want to see what's going on. And I have no idea if this is going to be love or career or whatever. We're just going to read whatever energy comes out. All right, here we go. What are we dealing with? Well, got a lot of upside down cards. That makes sense. Okay, so negative self-talk is the biggest one. Releasing pain, becoming more optimistic about life, and forgiving. That is what we're going to be moving into right now. There are places where it is imbalanced and it is not equal. And let's see. 6 of Pentacles upside down. Generally, this is going to be any self-care issues, unpaid debts, and if somebody's giving too much on one side or the other, somebody's taking a lot. We do have the Page of Swords, which is upside down as well. And so that is meaning that there are issues with people expressing themselves. Somebody may be all talk and no action and very hasteful. Okay. It's going to take some work, guys. There's going to be some conflicts. There's going to be some disagreements. Calm your tushies. Sit down, simmer down. You know what I mean? Sit down, be quiet, throw some water on yourself, go take a cold shower, whatever you need to do. Okay? There will be some words said. It makes sense because Mars is in Gemini. So there's going to be some fiery communication. Hold your tongue. Bite your tongue. Don't allow it to spin out of control during this week, next week. This could be with you. It could be with your partner. It could be in your job. It could be on the freeway. So they're saying, we've been telling you guys, Mars is in Gemini. We've been telling you that. Cool it. It's a planet of war and communication. You know what starts wars? Words. Words start wars. When people go, I don't know if you've seen the show Ozarks, but I just finished it and I don't want to tell you, but at the end, I won't tell you what happens at the end, but I just want you to know, at the end, somebody uses some very strong words. And it ends pretty strongly because of that too. There is no diplomatic speaking happening. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like you don't need it to get to that point where it's just like, there's no turning back. Like you can't take those words back. You can't go and try to take them back. It doesn't work. Once the words are out, they're out. They're out. It's in motion at that point. When you say something and you don't mean it, you put it in motion. When you say something and you do mean it, you put it in motion too. So remember, the words that we say manifest. What we say, we manifest. So I try to say the things that I want out loud to people, even if it feels silly, because I know that manifests something that I do want. Because words are very powerful. So use them to your advantage. Okay, there's people who are not together or who are not on the same page. or they have a mutual attraction, but it's broken up for some reason. Okay? This is all because of work-home conflicts, work or at-home conflicts. So we know, we're being warned right here. There's going to be some conflicts, so shut your mouth. You know, when my husband and I, when we're arguing and it gets really heated, you know, we'll just stop. Turn around, walk away. We have a mutual agreement. That's just what we do. We're not going to get it to the point where it gets ridiculous. And then I don't want to get it to a point where I have to say I'm sorry. Like, let's not even do that. Like, this is not productive. This is not going anywhere. No. But this communication, I took those cards back. Sorry, guys. There you go. This communication, I'm sorry, this was upside down. This communication is what you need for the relationship to move forward in whatever direction it's going to go. Okay? This is the lesson that is needed for all of us. It is the communication that sucks, but it is expansive. It moves mountains in a relationship because it was said. So it's the end of a cycle. It's a transformation. So the words are going to be used so that we could end this cycle, okay? Oops. And complete it. We got to wait for that transformation. Death of the old. Looks like it's still sticking around when it's upside down. But if it's coupled with this, it means that they may drag their feet through it, but it's going to happen. There will be transformation. Okay, that's good. All right, what is the energy that's hidden that we can't see? Wow. All right, hold on to your hats. You know, this happens. We say, okay. I mean, we agreed to this. This is why we came here on this planet. We said we were going to do this. You know? What's hidden that you can't see is selfishness, insecurities, jealousy, probably on both sides. Manipulation, trying to get what they want. Manipulating the words, manipulating the energy, you know, poor planning on their part for saying things that they shouldn't have said, and feeling like you don't have any choices in the situation because you went off the handle. Or somebody went off the handle, and if somebody goes off the handle, you don't have to play. You know, sometimes my husband will go, like, he'll get in some moods. I'm like, I'm not playing with you. I'm not doing that. You do your thing. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, and he knows that. I'm just like, and he'll do it to me too. He's like, I'm not even getting into that energy. And it'll snap me out of it, and it'll snap him out of it sometimes. Just to have somebody go, do you even hear yourself? Do you hear what you're saying? Are you sure that's where you want to go with this conversation? You know what I mean? And not trying to be rude, but like, is this real? Are we going here? Because I'm not into this. You know, it's like if you're having a really good day and then all of a sudden your partner comes in and they're in a crap mood and they're trying to turn you. You're like, you put that wall up. That's what the wall's for. You know, and you say, hey, I'm not playing that energy. I'm not doing that with you. I'll walk away. You do that in your own, go somewhere else with that. I'm not interested. You know, like if you're on your monthly cycle and you get kind of like crappy, you know, for the women that have those, you know, like you get crappy. It's like, my husband's like, dude, do you hear yourself? And I'll be like, yeah, I hear myself. But really it stops me and I go, yeah, okay. I don't do it, maybe not right away, but I'll walk away and then I'll think about it and I'm like, yeah, he's right. Like I am like going too far. You know what I mean? Like I am being ridiculous. All right, let's see what the obstacle is and the strength. Let's see what we're going to do with that, right? What's the obstacle that's keeping this alive this coming week? I might have to read one each week because, that retrograde energy is like, oh. All right. When you guys don't talk right, or someone's being really impulsive and overbearing and just has impossible expectations, you're like, are you for real? Do you know the planet we live on? There's no way in hell that's going to happen. Just not playing with their energy and not getting involved is going to help change that perspective. And it may throw them into like inner turmoil, and they may walk away for a minute because they have their own fears and their secrets and their worries, and just like, at least you're not going to be part of it. You know what I mean? Like, get that energy that says, because if you stay in that energy, it won't move forward. You won't be able to see the big picture, and you won't have your happiness. So this is a strength, because we need to be in those feelings so that we can make decisions. Otherwise, we just kind of go through life like, oh, my life is, what it is, and it's boring, and there's no, like, what is that? Just like, what is it called? Contentment is good, but contentment for too long keeps you stagnant. Like, you're not really moving forward, you're not really doing anything. So these energies come around because it kind of pushes us to make decisions. It pushes us to have the motivation and the energy to say, do I really like this person anymore? You know what I mean? It makes you reevaluate, reassess, relook at. Like every time I go into the doctor, and a new doctor will ask me about my diet, especially when it comes to my children. And the new doctor will try to convince me that milk is, me keeping, like, they'll make me feel like I'm a horrible parent because I don't feed my kids milk. Like, I had this German doctor once, and he was like treating me like I was going to I was killing my kids. Yeah, I know that there's people in the news who like eat plant-based, but they're actually vegan, and they're lunatics. And I know that they don't feed their kids the correct amount of proteins and and things like that, and nutrients. I'm very particular. I give my kids vitamins every day. I make sure that their meals are well balanced. I don't play around. I don't just feed them Twinkies, or not Twinkies, but Oreos. Oreos are vegan, and you can feed your kid Oreos and they'll die. You know what I mean? Because they're horrible. Like every once in a while an Oreo or two, okay, sure, but not, like, I don't know what this lady was, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me just go on. So this doctor, he made me come home and cry and second guess myself. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I've done so much research to know that what I'm doing is correct and what I'm doing is right. You think I would put my kids in harm's way? Hell no. Those are my kids. Those are those are my children. I'm responsible for those children, So, and I'll come home and I'll cry, and my husband will go, he just wants you to reassess, relook, make sure that what decisions you made were the right decisions, and that they're still the right decisions, and that the literature still says it's the right decisions after 10 years later. Are they still the right decisions? That's what we're doing. And I go, yes, it is. And then I'll send the doctor my research. Did you do your research? Because you're wrong. Like, so wrong. And then I'm like, because what I'm feeding my children is way better than the crap you're telling me to put in my kid's mouth. So anyway, so I want you to feel that way, for you to reassess your relationships, reassess the things that are going on in your life. All right, so what is the action that we take? I know it's going to be tower moment. That's what action you take. Let's see. Okay, the energy is going to be really strong, but try to stay lighthearted. Try to still have fun. Recognize the energy is there. Like, I don't want to tell you all this to have any fear or anything like that. Just recognize that it's there. Say, you know what? It's playing with us again. Like, I'll tell my husband, don't take the freeway during the retrograde, because there's accidents, and when there's accidents on the freeway, we're not going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll tell him, like, don't take the freeway. Like, just take the back roads and stuff, because, it's like the retrograde. And if something were to happen, like I don't know if you remember my story a long time about Wallet Joe. But Wallet Joe was this guy in the art place that I thought my husband was going to have to get into a fight with because he was accusing me and my children of stealing his wallet. But he ended up leaving the wallet at the gas station. That's Wallet Joe. That happened during the retrograde. So my children are just doing art at this art place where we paid to do art at this place. And this guy comes in and he's like staring at us because our table was near the pay place where you pay. And he was staring at us like, and he was like yelling in the place, and somebody took my wallet. You guys aren't leaving until I find my wallet, and I'm calling the police. And he was like staring me down, like, you know, and my husband was like, I know I'm not going to have to get in a fight with this dude. And this dude's like, nobody's leaving until I get my wallet back. And this is the type of stuff that happens during the retrograde. Like, this doesn't just happen. It's like the type of the stuff that happens when you're on mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like, what in the heck is this? Like, this would never happen. But it's happening because of the retrograde energy, right? So my husband had to stand up and say, I know that you're not saying that we're not going to be able to leave. And I know you're not accusing my wife and my kids of taking your wallet. You know, and then he's like, and then the lady said something like, I don't think that you actually came here with the wallet. And then bam, he remembered, oh, it's at the gas station. So he called the gas station and they said, yeah, it's here. And he drove there and he got his wallet. And he's all, I'm sorry, guys. And he came back and said he was sorry. You know what I mean? It was just like wild. So it's kind of like that, like follow your intuition and just kind of know, hey, it's the energy. It's the energy, and it's going to spark some stuff up, and keep your mouth shut. Shut up. You know? Cállate la boca, right? I don't even know if it's that. Cállate la boca, right? So shut your mouth, right? Do not speak. Yeah, because it's going to be one of those weeks. All right, guys. The outcome is things where we felt like we didn't have control over. We'll have new beginnings, and the cycle will start to move. And here you go, the outcome. I told you, tower moment. Told you, the energy's there for the tower moment. Now, it could be an easy tower moment if you keep your mouth shut, or it could be a hard tower moment because you sat there and decided that you were going to go at it with someone. You know what I mean? Please don't. Please don't do that. Unless you need to. Unless it's super toxic. There you go. Look at all this stuff. Oh, what a fun week we're going to have. You guys ready? Unless it's so toxic that you need to open your mouth and tell the truth. I am tired of you treating me this way. Unless you need to speak up for yourself because you haven't, you know, because you've been a PUSSY. Yeah, speak up for yourself and tell people what it is that you need, but don't be a jerk about it. There's a way of being emotionally mature about saying the things that you need. You ever watch Ben Shapiro? He doesn't have any emotion at all when he's speaking. Whether you like him or not, he's a great debatist. He debates well. And same with Jordan Peterson. You know, they debate very well. You know, and it's like, okay, I see that point of view. You know, you may not always agree with what these people have to say, but at least take something from them, which is, man, they sure know how to debate with someone and tell someone what they think and feel without being a dickhead. You know what I mean? Without dragging them through the mud, without being toxic themselves. You can tell someone what you need to say without the emotions around it that will destroy the conversation. There's those. I forgot to show you those. Okay, so I need to pull on some, because I'm not feeling this is specifically love. I feel like this is in other relationships. It's not in the love and the romance. Unless, okay, I'm being corrected. Some people will in their romance, because some people are working on that issue with their romance. I stand corrected. Okay, so let's look at the darkness. Okay, I'm gonna pull my dark cards out, meaning my dark toxic cards. Let's look at the toxicity so we know how to combat these things, okay? When this comes at us, we know how to say something different, okay? We can come at it like Jesus with love. Okay. They're expecting an apology. They do not believe that they should apologize, so don't expect an apology from someone. They expect that you should. Okay, that's where the energy is coming from. They are no different than they were, but they see you still standing there, so what's the problem? You're still with them. Oh, ouch. That sucks. Okay, so that's ugly, right? So that's where they're going to be. They're going to be like, I expect an apology from you. I see you still standing here in the relationship, so obviously you do not care about my toxicity. Obviously you're okay with it. You're still here. You're not trying to go anywhere. So you must be all right with it. You staying here is saying that you agree. You're in agreement with how you're treated. Oh, this is going to trigger a lot of you. Oh my gosh, I can already feel it. They are no different. They aren't any different now. They, with this, they're just trying to take the easy way out. And they're just pretending that they're going to pretend like you don't mean very much to them, because that's how they have control over you. They're going to say that you took the easy way out, that it's your fault, that you owe them an apology. And like I said, you're still in the relationship with them. So that means you're in agreement with the way they treat you, because you're still there. Okay, that's, that may not be for everybody, but that's going to be for some of you for sure. All right, let's see what other kinds of conversations are going to happen for other people. I don't know if that's everybody, but that is some other conversations happening. On the other side, somebody doesn't love this person anymore. That's not for everybody. Or they don't love what this person is doing. That could be the other thing. Somebody feels like they have too much to lose, so that's why they're being wishy-washy. But they felt like if these two people were together, then they wouldn't let them down. So I don't know who that's for, but that's going to be for some of you. So somebody's feeling like, I'm feeling very split in the energy, because it feels like it's either somebody's wish-washy, going back and forth in the relationship, or somebody wants to be with someone else. So very strongly. So it's either they're flipping like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the relationship, and they're using that Gemini spirit, right? I'm just kidding. But, of the twin, Gemini is the twin. So it's like they're using that, the different sides of themselves in the relationship. So somebody's flipping in the relationship, causing problems, or somebody is half in on one relationship and wanting to move somewhere else. So that's why I feel kind of a split energy, because we're reading for a lot of people here. But somebody doesn't feel the same, and somebody is daydreaming about something else or someone else. Okay, so someone doesn't feel the same about the argument or about the relationship, or there's a disconnect. So I'm feeling two different scenarios. So for those of you who, I'm going to take these back. I just want to see the two different scenarios real quick, because I'm feeling two different things. I want scenario 1, scenario 2, what you're telling me there. But we do know that that's the triggers. Those darker cards were the triggers. And let me see what we got here. 1, 2, 3. I got 2 new kittens upstairs, so all that noise that you're hearing is them running around. Okay, so on one side, there's a new beginning, or they want a new beginning because of all the betrayal, all the deception, all the somebody strategizing against them, getting away with things, and they're tired of having the strength in this relationship. They want something new. They've been daydreaming about something new. On the other side, we have self-imposed restrictions in the relationship. Someone can't get out of their own crap. They have an inner critic who is ruining this relationship. but this relationship gives them so many new perspectives that they're going to be able to move through this and work on their selfishness, their insecurities, and their jealousies. So this is the relationship that's staying together, is going to be working on their selfishness, insecurities, and jealousies, and then moving forward through their own restrictions in the relationship. And then there's another set of people that are wanting something new. These are not the same relationships. So I was hearing there's two different relationships. These are not the same. This is one that's staying together. This is the other one that they really want something new. That is moving forward. This is more of a destiny. So the person who wants a new beginning because they're tired of all the crap that they're dealing with, and they're tired of having all this strength and that is moving forward. Okay? It's just, that's what's happening with this energy. It's creating a movement forward. And then you have the other side, here, let's move that over. And this is one relationship. And then this is the other group of people. All in all, let's see where we're at in love. For those of you dealing with love, see what that cycle is. And we'll get, I think that's really about it. And then we'll check in hopefully next week if I don't have too much homework. Let's see. Okay, so in this relationship, we're working with patience, leaving when we need to leave, whether that's just we're fighting and we should get out of here and we'll come back later, or, right? And these are in our partnerships. There will be obstacles. I'm warning you right now. There will be obstacles. Keep your mouth shut. Okay? There's a lot of things that we're letting go as a collective, right? And this is about releasing what we need, of course, like we always do. And let's see. And we got to go slow. This is going to go. That's why the retrograde slowed us down. This is not new love. This is not new love. These are soulmates. There is regret in the relationship. One of the ways to lighten up the energy is to flirt. Become flirty. And I helped a friend with that just recently. Become really flirty. Don't get emotionally involved. Like, hey, I'm not into that shit right now. Okay, I'm not gonna do that today. And then you go, okay, but you know, she told me. I'm thinking about what she told her person. It's kind of funny. I don't want to give it up because that's their personal relationship, but it's pretty funny. You know, you could be like, I don't know, just make like funny little comments, is like why you guys are cooking a meal, or why you guys are out doing errands, you know. Maybe you start filling up your partner or something like that, you know, like just do something if it's something like that. If it's a friendship or like a parent, of course not, right? But, you know, you could just be like, be silly with them. You know what I mean? And do things that make them laugh. You know how to make your partners laugh. People laugh. So anyway, if you like this video or entertain this way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I really, really like it when you guys hit the like button. So please do that. And on the screen is some suggested videos. And I'll see you guys at the next All Signs reading. Bye.